From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, David Payne.
Well, as we say, tornadoes and wall clouds and supercells do not care about mountains, do not care about cities, do not care about valleys and rivers and lakes. They'll cross all of those, right? And again, southeast Oklahoma, the mountains down there, the TALIHINA, we've all been down there. Beautiful in the fall. Well, really pretty any time of year. But there's your big wall cloud. And there is the funnel. It did not touch down. It was close. No tornado today in Oklahoma. But it was rotating. It was spinning like a top. All right, but those storms now are just about all gone. We have one storm left south of McAllister, big storm, big hail producer. We have had large hail today, golf ball, tennis ball, baseball size hail. A lot of that's been in Arkansas. And we have tornado damage tonight on the north sides of Little Rock. Quite a bit of damage there. No reports of any fatalities as of right now. But the cleanup is still well underway, and it's going to go on for several days for sure. But big severe weather now coming into Memphis. That system is moving away from us. 61 degrees in Oklahoma City, an east wind at 9, our humidity at 81%, dew point right now of 55 degrees. So dew points are in the 50s, and here's the deal. The moisture, the real deep, rich moisture, is still across southeast Oklahoma, down south of this boundary. It's going to lift back north later tonight and tomorrow morning. So the warm, moist, unstable air, which is here, is going to come ripping north out ahead of that. And this is a bowling ball of energy. Now, if that were coming into Oklahoma tomorrow, we would have an outbreak of severe weather, okay? That would be a locked-in deal. But that's going to miss us. But what it's going to do is yank the moisture north, set up the dry line. All the parameters will be in place for severe weather, but it's what we call a trigger. You got to get something to really get the action to fire up along the dry line. And you're in between a storm system there and also one across Texas, and that is not the most favorable area to be. So this is one of our in-house computer models. Starts you off tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, and we get showers and a few thunderstorms beginning to bubble up. But notice what they do. They take off, they get their act together, and then they just begin to weaken. They last about 2 hours. So this model is saying, hang on, conditions are favorable, but there's something not quite right in the atmosphere because these go up and they struggle. Some of the data, there are no storms in Oklahoma tomorrow. Another data breaks out at least a couple of storms along I-35. Here's the deal. If storms go up tomorrow, if they can break through the cap and the lid and we have enough convergence on the dry line, they really get going, they're going to be large, they're going to be big, all the above, and they're going to rotate, they're going to produce large hail, and there will be, yes, a tornado threat, okay? But we got to get storms first, and the data continues to struggle with the number of storms. Like I said, some data, no storms at all. So we're going to have to watch tomorrow very, very carefully. Jed and Lacey will have the very latest tomorrow morning starting at 4 a.m. All right, lows tonight. Look how warm it's going to be in the mild, at least in the morning, how mild, right? 50s and 60s. South winds increase overnight tonight. The front in southeast Oklahoma lifts back to the north as a warm front. Highs tomorrow, hello spring, 80s. South winds ripping, gusts to 40. Along and east of the dry line, behind the dry line, desert air, summer heat, extreme fire danger, gusts to 55 to 60. And then the instability will be increasing. Notice where there's no instability out west. Why? Because there's no moisture. Bone dry, extreme fire danger. But where you see these numbers of 2 to 3 to over nearly 4,000, those numbers in here, that's where we're the most unstable. But you can be unstable all day, all night. But if you don't have any lift and you can't get these storms to develop, instability is, you know, it's just instability, right? It won't fuel storms if you don't have them. And then by tomorrow night, Wednesday morning, it's moving off to our east. Okay, so a dangerous situation tomorrow. Western Oklahoma, big fires possible. If they take off, they're going to burn to the northeast at a high rate of speed. Could be a big fire day tomorrow, so please be careful. Watch out for that. Okay, so I-35 pretty much is where I have that 20% chance for isolated thunderstorms during late afternoon after 4 o'clock. If they can develop, might see a few more storms across eastern and southeastern Oklahoma. At least if they develop here, they'll become more numerous as they move east. So right now, it's a low to a moderate threat of severe weather if storms can develop. If they do, they'll be big. So my tornado zone along and east of I-35, a low to a moderate threat. So conditions are favorable for tornadoes. But again, if storms don't develop, there won't be any, all right? And then wind speeds, yeah, damaging winds, same deal. Along and east of I-35, could see a few gusts close to 80 and big hail tomorrow if we get these storms to go up. Big tall updrafts, 50, 60,000 feet up. They'll be spinning. you get big hail, you get big wind, and again, you might get, a few tornadoes, okay? And then tomorrow night, cold front moves through, wave of showers and storms swing in. A few of those could be strong. And then Wednesday afternoon, eastern Oklahoma, quickly moving east, a few of those still strong there. Look at the highs Wednesday, and windy with a north wind, highs in the 50s and 60s, all right? So 9-day forecast. After tomorrow's, chance for showers and thunderstorms. We cool it off, 64 Wednesday, 70 Thursday. Could see a few more showers and storms Friday, Saturday, into Easter Sunday. Stay tuned. We'll cool it off after that. We'll see some highs in the 50s early next week. But all in all, we're ready for tomorrow. Whatever comes our way, we are on storm and fire watch. Carl, back to you.